Hi guys, it's markabusi here and it's time for another song reaction, and today we're going to be doing the song Darker Days by White Moth Black Butterfly featuring Kenny Fong. I don't know anything about this at all. All I know is that it's an indie band, apparently. It was requested to us by Waffle Bear, who has been a big supporter of the channel for a good wee while, and is also responsible for all the rebranding that you're seeing on the channel. See the new logos, the banners on the pages, all the rest of it. That's all her, and she's done an absolutely fantastic job. And Waffle, I just wanted to know, I really fucking appreciate it. You have done an excellent job. You've made my channel significantly better, and thank you. This is for you, and I really hope that this song's good, because if it isn't, you know I'm gonna say so. And that's gonna make this very awkward.
For the night time, when you've become saturated with the times that seem to come, there's a taste of darker days, but we're still young. Digitize yourself with iron bones, we're strong. When you can't afford to lose, swallow the pill.
This is banging. Few things as to why this is absolutely banging. Firstly, just the melodies in general. You know my melody, man. I like a good catchy wee fucking hooky melody with some good singing, and the female singer's voice is phenomenal. It turns out Kenny Fong also got quite a good singing voice. The production on this is fantastic. It's because the drums are really kind of crisp and clear. The bass is that kind of, it's got a bit of buzz to it, but it's also not so overbearing that it's drowning everything else out. It just kind of sits back in the mix a wee bit, which then means that when you've got that and their vocals, there's a bit in the middle, there's like no sound happening, which is where those synths come in with a massive amount of reverb on it, and they just fill that entire fucking space, and it just sounds really cool. It sounds really kind of airy. Waffle's very good at this though. She's very good at finding the kind of indie music that is bang on exactly what I like.
When you can't afford to lose, swallow the pill. Quiet whisper, listen to the call, claiming that there is hope in some relief. So small, even though this is the right time. When you become saturated with the times that seem to come, there's a taste of darker days, but we're still young. Digitize yourself with iron bones, we're strong. When you can't afford to lose, swallow.
Nah, I wasn't gonna, right? I wasn't gonna, but I would feel like I was cheating myself if I didn't go and pause during a solo. Doesn't need to be a guitar, it's a solo. But what I will say is, right, the fact that there's even a saxophone solo in here, phenomenal. It's not the kind of song where I would be sitting back and thinking, this needs a saxophone solo. So, according to my chat, White Moth Black Butterfly is a contemporary pop project with progressive and experimental music at its heart. created by Daniel Tompkins from Tesseract. I don't see the Tesseract influence there at all. Like, musically, it's completely unlike Tesseract, which is fine because obviously if he was writing songs like Tesseract, he'd use them for Tesseract. There's no singing in there from him that I can see. So it just seems like he's just decided to go and do some weird kind of art project on his own and then rope in other people to sing for him. Maybe because he doesn't want to overshadow it. Maybe. I'm going back to the beginning of this saxophone solo. It does get a nice 80s kind of vibe to it. It's a bit like, what was there's at least one really, really famous song from the 80s that had saxophone all the way through it. Nothing else about it sounds too 80s, but the drums are kinda got a bit of that vibe to them. And then when the saxophone kicks in, it kinda just accentuates that just a wee bit more. This is good. I'm liking this. It's got a wee bit of, it's like the fucking everything in the kitchen sink's thrown in there. Unlike the other bands that do genre mashing where it's like, here's 30 seconds of like ska, then we're going to go and do this genre and go and do this genre. This is really cleverly just blended it all in so that it's then got a kind of unique sound all of its own. That was fantastic. What my chat is now telling me is that this is a British Indian American cross-continental progressive pop project with members from Nottinghamshire, UK, New Delhi, India, and Salt Lake City, Utah, in the US, which then makes me think that this is kinda like the modern day equivalent of the Postal Service, where I think that was the brainchild of Benjamin Gibbard from Def Cab for Cutie and some other guy, but they just wrote, like, Postal Service wrote the Give Up album kinda separately. I think they just wrote, like, the guy that did the music would just do music and just send it off, and then Gibbard would go and do whatever the fuck he wanted to do to it, and then they just made an album that way through just not actually being in the same room as each other, but just sending each other pieces of stuff that they wanted to do. And it kinda seems like they maybe have done similar kind of thing. That was kind of fantastic. I definitely want to check out more of that. I'm not gonna lie, that was really, really bloody good. Guys, that was Darker Days by White Moth Black Butterfly. Let me know in the comments below, did you like that song, did you not? Do you want to see more of it on the channel? Because I can do that. I kind of need to do more Tesseract at some point. I have been lax in doing Tesseract. That was just a solid wee tune. I like that. Guys, I've been markabusi. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.